me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rodney James here for Cage Side Press, here with Geoff Neal, taking on Mike Perry this weekend. UFC 245 here in Las Vegas. I know that you train with Fortis MMA, one of the just explosive up-and-coming gyms. You're in downtown Dallas. I know that very well. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I know a lot of your training partners, and I talked to your coach, Safe, too, and we're like, what's it going to take to put this gym on the map and get the proper, and put some respect on the name like it deserves? Y'all are leading the charge.
We need a UFC title. That's what we really need. All the big gyms in the UFC, they all have titles, and that's what we are shooting for. That's what we want, and that's what we're going to get.
Okay, prior to training there, because I know, like I said, I'm from Dallas, so I know that gym wasn't always there. That team is relatively new. Where were you at before that?
Before Fortis, Coach Safe, he was at a gym called Octagon MMA.
Oh yeah,
and that's what I moved to first. But before that, I was over at Fort Hood Fight Teams, and I was in Houston at a 4 Ounce Fight Club, and then I was back in the Fort Hood area at Twin Wolves MMA.
Wait a second now, hold on. Do you know Colton, Ray Rodriguez?
Dana
Who else? Jason Norwood.
Jason Norwood, yeah.
You know all those. I'm in the Army,
Oh, yeah.
so I know.
Fort Hood, yeah, I know all of them, man.
I know all those guys.
Fucking
Yeah.
wrestlers used to hump the hell out of me. They used to beat me up, but
Well, so why did you train there? Were you in the Army?
I'm military dependent. Wasn't military dependent.
Well, I am now. My wife's in the Air Force, so
Okay.
I hear you.
Yeah, but something happened with the gym I was training at off base, and so everybody just all the other gyms, we just kind of met up and went to the Fort Hood Fight Team and made our own little team over there for a minute.
I know what you mean, though. I went in there and rolled with Colton one time, man, and he's just like he's just a phenomenal grappler, man. He's insane. But that was a nice gym for like an Army base, because like the first one I trained at was in Fort Sill with Jason Norwood. He used to run the one that they had at Fort Sill in Oklahoma. And man, Fort Hood is a nice facility.
It was a great facility. So much mat space. I've never been to a gym with that much mat space in it. So it was a great gym.
And that's where you started out, and then I guess you were fighting in Dallas at in a lot of the XKO fights in like Arlington, right?
Yeah, I think my second or third pro fight. No, it was my second pro fight. I fought in the XKO. It was like at the place called the Gym over in Arlington. That was my second pro fight, but I think I had like 3 or 4 fights at XKO.
Yeah, a lot of my buddies from Dallas Fort Worth, where I actually first started training, was they fought in XKO too. So I recognize that name. And so, where are you from originally?
Where I'm from, I'm a military brat. I'm not from anywhere originally.
Oh yeah, that makes
I
sense.
was born in Austin. I lived in Missouri. I lived in Germany. I lived in Alabama. I would say I'm a Texan because I spent like a majority of my life here in Texas. So I'm from Texas.
You're a Texan.
I'm a Texan.
You're a Texan.
I claim it.
I'm claiming it. Unless you look. No, I'm just playing. Hey, but listen. So no, that's cool. That's what I named my son, Austin. Great town.
Yeah.
Great town. And so you relocated to Dallas, man. How do you like it? Because it's the same state. We're Texans, so we know, but it's way different.
Yeah. The thing I do like about Dallas, there's something for everybody in Dallas. You know what I mean? Like there's an Austin. Like how the culture is in Austin.
Oh yeah.
They have like an area of Dallas that's kind of like the culture in Austin. And they have like.
You mean like Uptown or like what?
More in the Deep Ellum area.
Deep Ellum, yeah. Where you guys are located, where your gym's located.
Yeah. So like that's kind of like more of the Austin vibe if you find the right spots.
Yeah.
Or lower Greenville.
Do you hang out down there? I used to play a lot of rock and roll shows at Deep Ellum, at Trees, Curtain Club. I played all. I'm a heavy metal singer. I played all those places. Yeah.
I haven't really hung out that much. I've been there for about 4 years, and I kind of just been focused on staying forward. And I don't want to get sucked back into the stuff I was doing in Houston because I like to party. So if I go out, I'm going to party. So I try to stay away from that. I don't want to get sucked back into the scene.
That's good. You got bigger and better things to do, I think, right now than worry about partying.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, your career is going well. 4-0 in the UFC. That's tremendous. Does it give you added pressure knowing that you've never been beaten and you want to obviously stay unbeaten and make your way all the way to the title?
No, it's same amount of pressure for every fight. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to lose ever at all. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if I've already lost before in the UFC. There's no added pressure. Every fight, I just want to exit the fight with not a scratch on my face and my hand raised.
You know, I was talking to Perry earlier, and I said, man, seeing him kind of go from the up-and-comer, used to be really I don't say outspoken, but he used to get really aggressive on fight week and be kind of disrespectful to his opponents. And I noticed he kind of toned that down a little bit. And I was very surprised, though, at the face-off. Seemed like there was a good mutual respect going on there.
Yeah, I actually like that. It's cool. He might be trying to like lull me to sleep, you know what I mean? Try to play like this the nice guy right now that come into the fight day like real crazy. But if that is real, like, you know what I mean, that's just him evolving as a fighter, you know what I mean? Which could mean it's going to be a even crazier fight come Saturday. So.
Sure. No, I agree, and I said that to him as well. I said maybe this is part of your evolution because it seems to be on track with your evolution as a fighter too. Because he was kind of known as the sort of the knockout guy, and he's gotten really well-rounded.
Yeah.
Now you started out, you were a football guy, right?
Yeah.
What position did you play?
I played defensive end and linebacker.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
And now you fight at 170 pounds. Did you ever think that you would be a grown man fighting at 170 pounds after playing that position?
No, never.
In Texas?
Never. Never see myself fighting. I always liked to fight, but I never seen myself as a fighter. I wanted to be in the NFL. You know what I mean? That was the goal, but it didn't happen. So never.
No, but I mean, yeah, that. But I mean, like the size though, because I mean, to be a defensive end in Texas, I imagine you had to be beefed up.
I was undersized. I was I walked around like 205 pounds, kind of around my walk around weight when I'm not in camp.
Yeah, about my size.
Yeah. So, but I was just mean. I was mean. I was aggressive. I used my speed to my advantage, and then like the taller guys, like I used to be like lower than them. So when I come off the line, I used to hit them with the front of like the crown of my helmet right in their chin. You do that a couple times, they don't want to block you. So.
Yeah, it gets a little dirty in there sometimes. I see it. I noticed. All right, Geoff Neal, everybody, taking on Platinum Mike Perry, who was once, not too long ago, he was the up-and-comer everybody's talking about. Now I'm sitting with the next one, and he's coming after Mike Perry. So that's UFC 245 this weekend in Las Vegas. For Cage Side Press, I'm Rodney James. Thanks, Geoff.